What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good to be with you tonight. Jigoku Gaming Channel. Once again, here we are, Persona 2 Retro Rewind tonight. And you have just caught me at a good time because I am doing a little bit of farming right here. I'm back in the bunker. This is such a great farming spot. And I want to show you real quick. You can make a contact with the okra jelly, and if you solicit it for information, they'll usually give you information or an item. I was gonna do an item. I'm gonna see if he has the info for me. I think Robin does, but I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I should just asked for an item, but oh well. Let's go ahead and turn up then. So, good to be with you here, Jigoku Gaming Channel, as I said. Here we are once again, Persona 2, going back, turn the clock back. Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, the second part of the Persona 2 duology here. That's going to follow Persona 2 Innocent Sin. And this game revolves around Maya Amano. Oh, I have my accent come out there. Maya Amano. Maya Amano. But no, it revolves around Maya. And instead of Tatsuya, who's gonna be the protagonist of the first game, and all types of crazy conspiracy theories, rumors, dark shadow organizations, a curse linked to the power of rumors, as well as this mysterious Joker entity that we've come to see a couple times now. We just fought Joker Noriko, which is crazy. Her whole story, it's so dark because like she looked up to Anna, who was like an up-and-coming track star. My Persona 5 fans out there think of Ryuji, right? He was on the track, but there was like that accident that like forever changed how he could do it. Same thing happened to Anne's friend in Persona 5. I don't believe it was track, but I believe it was volleyball in that case. But I'm gonna go get ahead and farm some chewing cells from the okra jelly. Those things are worth like 1,500, and they're worth their weight in gold, 100 SP back. So gonna farm those here in the meantime while I'm trying to get the rest of these. But anyway, so back to the story. We just found out she was responsible for the murders at Seven Sisters High School, this Joker Noriko, because she's the one who wanted exact revenge on the hit and run person who took out her friend and completely changed her career from being a track star. So that rumor, just doing that, literally became reality. That's what we're dealing with. Whole types of stuff. Persona 2 here, released in the 2000s on the PS1. Here we're going way back by Atlus. It's going to be an RPG game, as you can kind of see here. It has a lot of that RPG classic turn-based Persona-style combat. And I like to also compare this to Dragon Age 11, because Dragon Age 11 really stays true to that old school style RPG feeling. A lot of the, like you have two different sets of AoE attacks, one that attack just the mobs and enemies themselves, and then one that attack the actual full party there. And they're being so stingy tonight with my Robin Goodfellows. Usually they'll give me like Robin Goodfellows, like they're going out of style. But other than that, I'm looking for a Robin Goodfellow so I can get a contact rumor from him. Again, rumors are going to be so powerful in this game in shaping everything that's going on. And we're going to get some pretty deep dark themes, heavy themes of fate, identity, the consequences of belief, all that classic dark Persona flair that you know and love if you're a fan of 3, 4, 5. You know, it's really not just about fighting demons and collecting personas. It's about, you know, challenging what you even know about reality. So expect some serious existential crisis here as we get into this tonight on the stream. Good to be, so like I said, good to be with you. Retro gaming lives with a modern twist. If you remember cleaning the back of your CDs with toothpaste, you're in the right place. Don't know if it ever fixed it. Maybe sometimes temporarily, but now we got machines that do that. They do it a lot better. So, just like I said, though, we're exploiting the weakness. I'm actually surprised that did not take out the 10 years. That should have taken him out. I just got a freebie on that. I feel bad for her. I did not want her to get a freebie. But she got, I was doing a lot of leveling up, so that means I'm going to be leveling up too here pretty soon. But anyways, classic turn-based Persona style, exploiting the weakness just like Dragon Age 11 too, with the combat system, very classic old school JRPG style, managing personas, doing a little bit of the fusion magic, keeping the team strong. I feel like that's such a pitfall. It's not the difficulty of this game a lot of the time, it's knowing how to manage your team, knowing how to keep upgrading, keeping your team strong, and the fusion system can get pretty complicated, but once you get the hang of it, I mean, you're just creating persona monsters like it's a factory, a fusion factory. And trust me, some of these guys are going to make or break your fight. Especially characters like Hell. My Hell is so cracked right now, she keeps getting these mutation parameter increases. Another one that's going to be coming up is we're going to get on this stream today is going to be probably one of the best demons that you can summon, hands down. It's just going to be so absolutely useful for a lot of utilities. Can't wait to get into it today. Right now here, just like I said, trying to get a rumor real quick. Well, we're doing kind of two things. We're about to get that demon here, but I'm trying to get to that demon once I go to the second part of the air raid shelter. That's where it's actually going to pop up. If you are a veteran of the series, you're probably going to be knowing who I'm talking about. Yes, that is going to be the demon Shaka, who's going to be very, 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 very useful. A very excellent persona. Probably, honestly, the single most useful persona. And even if we are about right in the middle of the early mid-game, mid to mid-game right here, it's going to be something we carry with us here. Just like Hell as well, she's going to be pretty good up in the middle game as well here. What's not going to be good though is my chances to see a Robin Goodfellow, just one Robin Goodfellow. That's all I need. I have a friendship with Robin Goodfellow now, and they decided since we were friends we can't like hang out. We got grounded. Yo, what's going up, Unknown Sub Brother? Minotaur's conversation is just funny. Yeah, it really is. Good to see you, Unknown. Hope you're doing well. I'm back at it again here, hitting it back into Alba Park, doing a little bit there. I talked about Robin Goodfellow and I finally got him, so I'm going to talk to him real quick. He should have a rumor for me, and if he doesn't, I'm going to be baffled. I'll be baffled if he doesn't have this rumor for me. So let's see what he has. Yeah, I got the pact on him. We're gonna see if he has the demon rumor that we can get a shortcut in the second part of the air raid shelter. That's going to make traversing it a lot easier. And we're just gonna tell him to talk about his feelings. He's like, you know what? I like talking about my feelings. What do you want to talk about? Give me info. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Hopefully it works. I love the contact system in this game. It's just so very unique. So many layers to it that it got really streamlined in the later games. Hold on here. Oh no! I thought he was gonna give us it. Wow. I don't know. I really thought that was gonna be it. Maybe he doesn't have it. I'm thinking he might not have it. What I might do is get it in Alba Park. So that's my other kind of thought there. I might get this rumor here. But oh well, what can you do? We'll go ahead and get Shaka. He's going to be actually worth it. And I have a trick that I can use to get there pretty quick. So we're just going to hit the speed button here and go ahead and speed up to the rest of the game here. Let's put this thing into hyperdrive. So basically, I'll explain a little bit about what I'm trying to do here. Like I said, there is a rumor. Like I said, rumors are so powerful in this game. It's all about the rumors. It's all about this unique mechanic that where if enough people believe this kind of rumor, it becomes reality. We talk to these people, just like we had the flowers last time. Then we get mutation. Let's go, Mutation Nation. Let's go, mutation. Parameter increase. Oh, I was hoping it'd be 2 ranks up, but that's actually better. The parameter increase in the long run. I love seeing mutation. It gives me such a dopamine rush. Mutation Nation, rise up. Let's go. Always. Every time I get a mutation, every time I level up, I'm hitting that save button. That is a classic JRPG just trick right there. Always want to save. You never know what's going to happen. You could get turned up on any fight. A lot of these fights are really dangerous. Not as dangerous now that we kind of have our feet beneath us here. But I'm going to go ahead here, and I'm actually going to hit the, like I said, I'm going to hit the hyperspeed button on this, and let's go ahead. We're going to speed up. Now, I wanted to show here, I was hoping I'd be able to show this rumor here, but oh well. Yeah, take out 2 birds with 1 stone. What can you do? We will, though, take out at least 1 bird here, and that bird is going to be Jacko Mutation. I love Jack Frost and the Jack Brothers in this game, and Jack-o'-lantern as well. He's so good in this game. I have all these other... I have like 3 fire demons with me, and I honestly think Jack is the best out of all of them. Hands down. Because he gets... Agion, come on now. I think I think there's also a special move he can get, another rumored one. But anyways, going back to rumors, that's actually going to be a good segue because rumors are just so powerful. That's the crazy part about this game. Eternal punishment, rumors, they become real. We're able to spread them there at the agency. Oh, I didn't even hit the Astoma button. I went here to hit the Astoma button. We're going to hit the hyperspeed button real quick. Oh, I already got it. Never mind. Okay, we're good. Let's go ahead and hyperspeed our way. This is called the Astoma trick. And sometimes if you look around on a couple of guides, there's a couple of good guides out there. You might do people even read guides anymore? It might just be YouTube videos and clips these days. But a lot of references out there. Reddit, I guess, would also be a good place to see references. It's going to be talking about the Astoma trick. And that's just basically popping Astoma and looking for a specific high-level demon or rare demons. Just because if you're familiar with the series, you're gonna know what Astoma does. I think, is it known? I think it's known as Astoma pretty much throughout the whole series. That's pretty consistent. Also, do you know why Eternal Punishment art style is? Because the artwork done by Miyazaki Duo. He is the same artist who done Trauma Center, SMT4 Apocalypse, and 5 Vengeance. Yeah, I love that. That is so great. I didn't know the artist was that, but it really I love hearing that because it brings me back. Dragon Quest is the same way, right? Like, they have had a lot of the same people that have worked on that for years. You had Toriyama, who was giving these iconic designs, you know, giving it that classic look over the years. And then I'm trying to remember here, they had their music guy, oh gosh, it's gonna kill me here, but their music guy is also like on there for a very long time. He worked under Toriyama for a very long time on the series, so it gives it that cohesiveness. Sugiyama, that was it. Oh my gosh, it was like killing me there for a second. Okay, so, but Sugiyama, And they also did that the same way, bringing that back to Persona, the actual game. They had oh gosh, I'm gonna forget his name, Megumi. He also, please write in chat. Please correct me if I'm wrong on his name. I always want to say Megumi, but they had like King's, I want to say King's Productions or King's Entertainment for this one. Anyways, he was a lead for a lot of Persona games over the years. Oh, remember why I just talked about the rare demons? I just walked right into a rare demon. I'm over here having a walk down memory lane about all these just classic composers, artists. How the longevity, you can like feel the cohesion and continuity throughout the series here. So right here, I actually want to take a quick moment here because I just did the Estoma trick. This is going to be Shaka. Shaka is very wise. You can talk to him too. You must apprehend. You can't really talk to him because he just wants to fight. Shaka just wants to fight. He's like an Irishman. He just wants a drunken Irishman. He wants to fight everything. No, but Shaka is such a good demon because he gets a lot of good skills. So we're gonna want to fight him. Toriyama just spread the knowledge to passion. Yeah, he really did. He really did. He started out there on Dragon Quest and then kind of kept that same thing going there. He had the weekly 2 in Shonen Jump. He was just keeping his thing going wherever he could. And he was just like working positions where he could like constantly get better too. Mad respect. Rest in peace, Toriyama. Rip legend. Okay, so speaking of legends, we also got. I mean, so I just love this kind of, like I said, continuity. I'm not gonna hammer this point home, but you have that same kind of like mindset in some other series, and you can see that throughout each. And I think fans really appreciate it. That's really what brings the fans in and makes that kind of like that feeling of continuity, like I said, and this kind of this universe building. So, now let's talk about Shaka real quick because, like I said, he's going to be really good here. He is going to be, oh gosh, he's going to be weak to I don't think he's really weak to much. I'm trying to remember here what he exactly is weak to. I think we should be good to get any of these huge damage ones. Stone Cutter. Wind Cutter, Stone Rise, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and Fire, Water, Wind on him. I love Doi's art style. He went all out on Vengeance and 5. The music for SMT5 just became the combo classic because Ame Kaneko and Soji Meguro. Yes, Meguro, thank you. I don't know where I got Megumi. But Meguro, legend also. I mean, I'm a huge fan of a lot of the soundtracks for this series. I think a lot of other people I could definitely talk for who grew up with those soundtracks, you know, playing along with, you know, just this classic game and this classic series. So much good music, very inspired too classically. I mean, definitely has a lot of his inspirations on his sleeve for a lot of the work they do. Let me go ahead and switch here because I don't need this persona anymore since I've already a Estoma tricked. We'll go ahead and grab I guess we can grab Iris. It's not gonna be too bad. I don't think that should be too bad. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab Iris. She's just gonna actually, let's go ahead and grab Madoc, because he is going to give us another layer of fire attacks, and I think I'm sitting here thinking maybe electricity will do good on this one, but anyways, Shaka is a really good demon here, so we're gonna go ahead and just try to take him out. He's gonna be tough. He's gonna be tough. So I'm just gonna be trying to to hit him here. Okay, let's go ahead here. Aguilau. Maha Aggie. And then I got Maya in the back if we need to hit a diorama. Let's see what this does. Oh, I almost hit pass on that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Shin Megami Tensei is just not that popular as Persona. Yeah. Persona's a lot, definitely more like mainstream appeal. The characters and so much like, oh, freaking heck. I did not do any damage at all. Well, we're just gonna have to fight it out. Let's do it. But, anyways. Yeah, for sure. And that's not to say that SMT games aren't great, of course, because 3 is probably my favorite of the whole. It might be. It's up there. It might be top 3. Man, if I had to give top 3, I'd love to hear in the comments below too. What are your top 3 Persona games? If I had to say mine, or Persona or SMT, I have to put in Persona 3, SMT 5, SMT 3, and then Persona 2. Persona 5 would be number 4. SMT won't let you date high schoolers and cougars. That is true. Welcome to Doodle Bug 4. That is very true. You can't stay out late dating your teacher, or you can't help the guy who has a crush on the teacher in class because he has a fascination with older women. I was going to say another 4-letter word there, but I don't want to get censored by YouTube. But you can use your imagination. Let's go ahead here, and I need a huge attack here because once we beat Saka here, he's gonna give me his card here. He's gonna give me his business card. He's gonna be like, yo, you're pretty strong. Meet me behind the gym, yo. Let's lift weights. All right, I'm gonna hit him with a wind cutter. Fire, water, wind. Fire, water, wind. Fire, water, wind. Got that fire, water, wind. We got fire, we got water, and I think Katsuya has the wind, so that should be pretty good. My hell is just so cracked right now. Like, so if anyone's gonna be putting some smackdown on, it's gonna be there. But love to hear it. What is your loadout top 3 right there? Persona 4, 2, and Persona 5. Yeah, can't go wrong with that. Oh, that wind! I knew that wind attack would do good. Persona 4 has a special place in my heart because that was the one I played immediately after 3, and I feel like that's the height of when I was really into the whole series right there. So I was riding a whole lot of not even nostalgia, but a whole lot of hype. I was on the hype train. I'm like, man, 3 had this great story. What's 4 gonna bring in? And then 4 brought in this whole other dynamic. You had my girl Rize, best girl Rize. Wait, hold on. Give me the waifus from 4. Put them in chat right now. Put those waifus in chat. Rize Glan, where are you, Rize gang? Hold up, where's Rize gang at? No. Okay, so, but anyways, Persona 4, wow, what a great game. That story just took me, like, by surprise, and then, I'm not gonna give the spoiler. I know it's an old game. They got the remake coming out, though, so I know you're gonna be hyped for the remake, yeah. So, I know you'll be looking out for that. I'm gonna be looking out for that, too, but man, there was some crazy stuff going on there with that game. Okay, here, let me go ahead here. I'm, like, trying to think what order I want to go in. I got somebody. I think Katsuya is out of. Okay, Katsuya ran out of. So we're just gonna give him a. I got a lot of. So it's really good. That's a good reason why you want to have contact with the jelly, because you can just literally farm chewing souls, and those go for about 1,500 a pop. So you're saving a lot of money right there if you do that. I think this should be good in the meantime. We're just going to double up for a fire attack. It's not going to do as much damage as I want it to, but that's alright. I'm in a really good spot here, so we're just going to turn up the heat on his ass a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's go ahead and hit Maya with 1-2. I played Persona 4 PS2 on mobile. That'd be interesting. How Persona 4 PS2 on mobile. Huh. That right there is just interesting. I didn't even know they had a mobile Persona. I have learned something new today. Thank you. That is that is great right there. Did you fight the Reaper in 4? Because now I'm wondering, like, on 4 mobile, because I guess you just have to open the chest, I believe, for the Reaper, so you wouldn't have to run from it or anything. Because I'm like, oh shit, like, what if you like got the Reaper and you had to run? I would be panicking. I'm so bad at mobile controls. I would be panicking. I would be like, oh no. I have that dude chasing me on 5. I'm like, oh no. Oh man. Good times, good times. But love to hear about those. Do you think Atlus at least just do something Persona 1 2 do after remake only? Yeah, they're gonna do it. Mark my words. They're gonna do the same thing. Okay, maybe not the exact same thing that Resident Evil's doing with their IPs. They're not going to build like a whole RE engine, make the Persona engine or something like that. But I think they're going to go through and they're going to remake a lot of the older games. It's going to be interesting if they get to Persona 2 Innocent Sin. They'll probably do the same thing. They'll just like port probably the PSP version of it. So we'll get freaking Cool Führer. And then we'll get Persona 1, 2. Maybe they'll do like a 1 and 2 bundle right there. I can see them doing that. Hold on here. I have somebody who needs to move. Oh yeah, Katsu, you need to move. Like, who needs to move in this situation? Okay, then we're gonna get Fire Spell, Fire, Water, Wind. Okay, so Katsu, you don't need Magnus. You need Fire, Water, Wind. Fire, Water, Wind. There we go. Ah, good old Vile Thunderbolt. That might have hurt. That might have hurt my Fire, Water, Wind plan right there. A little bit. Just a little bit. Let's go ahead and Meteorama on that. And I'm just going to Acid Rain. Yeah, I'll do. I should do good here. Phantom X focuses on a new batch of Phantom Thieves, just like Al, blue-haired delivery boy, aspiring chef. No, I emulate the PS2 game that I fight the Reaper and use the Trumper Tears. Now it took 3 tries. Oh, nice. Persona X just doesn't hit the Persona on. That is just me. Alright, let's go one more time here. This one should be able to hit it now that I got it. Well, they just have the 25th anniversary there. Hold on here. Fire, water, wind. Wind? Fire, water, wind? Fire, water, wind. That sounds right. Let me double check here. Fire, water, wind. Yeah, this should be good. We should get him on this one. Alright. Come on now. Yo! You don't smack Ulala like that. That is the disrespect on Ulala. Okay, Ulala, you are going to have to, like, survive here. I would just say gym, honestly. I bought a lot of stuff here before this battle. I knew this was going to be a freaking fight here. Said blue-haired guy goes with Sori as his... That's funny. I'm not a big Phantom X player. I don't have much to say on that one. Let's go ahead here and finish this thing off. It should have just like a little bit of health left. So, anyways, this is like the strongest demon here. But there is it's interesting. I love to see where Eternal Punishment fits in with a lot of the rest of the Persona franchise here. They pull so much from a lot of these older titles. I wouldn't be surprised if they do something. Maybe not something crazy like a full remake, but I think they would definitely go back. And there's just such a wave right now. You're not really getting a lot of new ideas right now. I feel like you're getting a lot of just rehashed ideas. I feel like the gaming industry kind of has the Hollywood thing going on with it, where you're just kind of getting like, okay, we're just going back to our catalog. Let's make something that's going to sell, and we know it is. So, maybe. I don't even know if these, like, could you even say the first 2 games were even successes, you know, to kind of go through it. But I think Atlus is pretty good to their fans. So they will here. So let me go ahead. Okay, so we got one more. Fire, water, then wind. Make sure that is right. I would like to see... Oh! I almost forgot. Also a revival of the JRPG. Fuck yeah, we got him, and I got the rank up. Yes, I got Mahagion. Let's go. There it is right there. We got Jigoku-san. That is going to be the summon material for Shaka. Let's go. We can get him from the... I can get the hell out of here now. Finally, I'm done with this place. I'm a Stillman, and I'm hitting the hyperdrive, and I'm getting out. But, oh, gosh. What was the name of it? The online MMORPG. Gosh, help me out, guys. If you know in chat, just type it out there. It was like... Oh, gosh. Imagine? Yeah, Imagine. We're gonna see an Imagine remaster. It's launching. Let's do it. Come on, Atlus. I want to see it. Shinkano is his name, and shares his JP with Kamina from Gurren Lagann. Xander from Fire Emblem Fates. Yo, that's awesome. Xander was one of my favorite. I just actually recently did a... I went back and played, because Fates... actually, Birthright, the whole Fates series, but mainly, I think it was Birthright, was my first ever jump into that series, and I went through, played that, and I just went through and played a... Not Radiant Dawn, but Path of Radiance playthrough. And I'll probably end up doing a Path of Dawn. Or Radiant Dawn. God, I got those two mixed up. Radiant Dawn playthrough there. Just because I wanted to get the carryover for a lot of those earlier characters. So that... But anyways, getting back to Xander there. Man, that's my boy right there. That's... I love when they have a voice actor who ends up being... in all these other titles. That is some good stuff. That reminds me of, like, I think it was Itachi's voice actor. I was playing, oh gosh, what was it? Tales of Symphonia, and I want to say Itachi's voice. You had Robin from Teen Titans. Not Go, but the actual original Teen Titans animated series there back in, like, the 2000s. And then you had, I want to say it was Itachi, and that was Kratos. So Lloyd was Robin and Itachi was Kratos. Same thing with the Archer series, because if you're an Archer fan, the main character is actually Bob's Burgers voice actor, and Cyril Figgis is Jerry from Rick and Morty. The more you know. I got a couple of them. Tales of Symphonia is stacked. Yo, you want to know who else had a game that had no business being stacked as it was? And I looked at the voice actor and actress list, and I was just floored. Fallout 1. They had Ron Perlman. The master. Fucking, oh gosh, who, it's gonna kill me. Oh my gosh. Jim Cummings. There we go. I mean, man, what a stacked roster. A lot of those early games had no business being as stacked as they were with a lot of those voice actors. Tales of Symphonia absolutely stacked to the gill. Both sides, JP and the NA. I love like little tidbits and informations and facts like that. Let's go ahead. We're just going to make quick work of this with a quick Aguilau, some sort of super bomb move. I should have hit the hyperdrive button. I must have not hit a stoma. I forgot to do that there. So let's go ahead here and make quick work of these. I was just too busy reminiscing over like why was Fallout so stacked? So I'm wondering who made the call to the agency. I was going to the credit. I'm like, someone had to make a call to an agency in Hollywood and just be like, who's available on this day to come in? And they're like, oh yeah, we got like Ron Perlman, Jim Cummings, all these people here. No business being as stacked as it was. Xander's JPVA actually voiced Lloyd. Oh, that's crazy. I love that. That makes me... Symphonia has such a special place in my heart. So, and that makes sense why I had such an affinity. We're going to go ahead and do Mega Blaze. Also, fun fact, if you don't know French, l'oiseau de feu, that means the bird of fire. Or Firebird. But, yeah, the more you know, it's French. Aha! Knowledge is power. So Fire, Earth, and Agion. We can do that pretty easy, actually. We got that right there. We got the other Fire right here, and we got Earth right here. That should be... Yo, thanks for this follow. Doodle Bugs. I love that name, too. So let's go ahead here, and I think I have Firestorm actually, so I can actually just fudge this order a little bit. Even actually, no, I can't. I thought I could fudge it, but I'd have to do an Earth spell, don't I? Unfortunately. Okay, there we go. Agion, Agalo, Magnus. That should be Big Fire, Mega Blaze. Let's do it. Yes, Mega Blaze, burn it down. But anyways, Lloyd is definitely... I love to hear in chat some of those favorite MCs through Persona. We got Persona 4, so I guess you and some of those. Mine's definitely going to be the Table. Maya is my favorite female lead, though. I would love to see her make a return. I'd love to see like a almost like a Dungeons game, and they just do a couple of like super return characters. Actually, pretty good about doing that too. Honestly, they should have put Maya in Strikers. As a DLC, that would have been so out of left field. Alright, let's get out of here. We gotta get to Alba Park. The park's calling me. Now, if I was actually more... I just want to see these strong moves. I'm trying to farm a little bit as I'm going through here. So I'm just going to hit the Estoma so we can hit the hyperspeed button. We're just going to run through Alba here. I feel like I've seen enough of the air raid shelter for a minute. This is such a good place to farm. Unfortunately, it's not going to give me the rumor I want, though. There's supposed to be a rumor that clears the rock away. Oh yeah, that's right. I had a fire type right there. It's going to make that a little interesting. Go ahead, and he wants to be the last one. Let's go ahead. We're going to end this a little different here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to be nice and interview. It's not all about fighting. You don't have to fight all the time. Sometimes you can make peace through diplomacy. And we're gonna diplomacy, because not every demon's a bad guy. You might be a bad guy, but you're not a bad guy. Yay, we got it. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. We got so like, I love the contact system of this game. It's so robust compared to a lot of the other games. Oh, let me go ahead here and click the hyperspeed button. We're just a stoma farming at this point. This is the single most like greatest skill ever invented in this game. This skill was brought down by fucking Megumi himself from Mount Olympus, forged by Zeus, and given to us mere mortals by Prometheus when he bestowed us fire. He said, fucking Astoma, try that shit, it's fire. And we're gonna fucking hit the hyperspeed button, we're out of here. Let's go. Woo. Oh. Oh my god, I literally avoided that just to run into it. Are you kidding me? I think it's backwards? Yeah, back this way. This bomb shelter is so crazy. I feel the spirits here. I can't explain it. It's just too crazy. This place kind of gets me depressed a little bit because I start thinking of the Sachiko and I'm like, God, why did they have to put that story in here? Where's Alice at? Gosh, man. I think Alice is in here too. That's why I never feel safe because she's somewhere like always creeping. You know, she's in the back. Giggle. You hear that little giggle like, oh my god, who is that? Yeah, I'm already lost. Get me out of here. I think it's this way, actually. That's this way. I have like a sixth sense. I've been in here so many times. I have a sixth sense at all times for where I am. Alright, so we're going to be running back. Just like Bruce Willis. I have the sixth sense. Even though that's totally not how that movie went. But we're going to head over here to Alba Park. And I'm not going to not use a stoma. Is how this is going to work. So let's go ahead, stoma it up. We have the hyperspeed button. Straight to Alba Park. At this point, we can get the rumor later. But first, I want to show you where another secret rumor, really rare demon is. This is another rare demon. This demon is actually a really tough demon too. So I might not even be able to beat it the first time I encounter it. That's how tough this demon is. So we are in for a treat here. We're gonna see what happens. That's all I can say. We are gonna, whatever happens, happens. But this demon, I believe, is called, I always want to say Naga, but it's not Naga. It's Naja. Naja, which is like, if you're into mythology, I love like all the mythology ties into a lot of the series too. But if you know anything about Naja, right, they're a very iconic figure in Chinese mythology, one of the deities, you know. So also, if you're a Smite player, you might know Naja. So we are going to get Naja in the next dungeon here. So let's go back to Alba real quick. Now, before I get too far back to Alba, I want to go to the Velvet Room and summon my very, 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 very strong persona that we're going to get here, which is going to be, oh boy. Before I do that, though, I'm going to save it because there's also, I'm not going to show you too much on how to do like an exploit. It's not really an exploit, I shouldn't say, but there is a way if you want to be a filthy min-maxer, which nothing wrong with, we love our min-maxers, so nothing wrong with that. I do a lot of min-maxing in all the games I play, but if you really want to squeeze out as much return for your investment into your personas as you can, you could return a level 25 Mars here that is all the way upgraded, and he gives this special item. The time has come. I take it you picking Nanjo this playthrough. Yes, I'll be picking Nanjo this playthrough. I'm going to be getting the EX dungeon. That's kind of like the ultimate goal here between this playthrough. This is my New Game Plus playthrough. So I'll be doing the other dungeon. The one that's not we'll be taking the other path, basically, in the story. I shall change that soul into accessory strength source and return it to you. Required strength source. This is a really good way. You can return Mars and Marduk. When Marduk gets to level 8 there, I can do the same thing to him and get 2 very, very key items for min-maxing characters. That is, you can basically, okay, so I got one of those. I'll show you what that does real quick. So I'll show you like what all the hype is, because I don't want to spend too much time on this. I want to get to the dungeon, but this is actually important, so I kind of want to key in on it. If you're really interested in really getting the most, like I said, value out of your investment on this, you can return Marduk, and you can. I don't know if this works now on the PSP version. This is a PS2 version, mind you. Might be a little bit different, but that accessory right there, that strength source. Look at that. Level up bonus, strength, +1. So, you put that on one of your strength characters. Like, okay, so let's say my strength character, basically for this playthrough, is going to be Katsuya. I'm going to give him that strength source, and he's going to get an extra level up bonus every time. Now, I could keep doing a return. I can grab another Mars, return it again, and keep farming these strength source. I can also get Marduk, who's going to give me another type of source, and that's also going to get, I believe, for magic right there. That's also going to give me that additional level up right there. So now you're getting more bang for your buck. You're getting twice as much return for that one level up. So that is actually a really good strategy right there if you want to maximize your returns into your characters, and for the investment you're putting into a lot of your personas, ranking them up. So the more you know, makes every little bit makes this game, like, you know, that much more interesting. There's so many cool mechanics in this game. Just really, man, you got so many like great character dynamics. I love Maya too. She's one of my favorite female leads. Tough, witty, isn't afraid to get to the bottom of things. Joker, one of my favorite antagonists. I really do believe they pulled a lot of names from the older game here in the newer game. But I think we'll see still a lot more pulls from that. I think we're going to see more references in a lot of the new game. They always have a way to keep that threat. Theamon, too. We're going to see Theamon. He's definitely going to be back in some way. So, let's go ahead and grab... Oh, gosh, what was it? I think he was a star, wasn't he? A star? I always forget how to do this here. Hold on here. I should have Shaka right there. Hero Fin. Okay, let's go ahead and grab Shaka. So here's what's all great about Shaka. You thought I was hyping my dude up. Nah, dude earned it. Look at this. Strong against everything. What more do you need? Oh, also has Vile Thunderbolt. Oh, also has Nirvana. Oh, also has Rikarm. Like, there's so much good stuff about my boy here, Shaka. So we're gonna... He's probably one of the best, dare I say, personas to keep through. I mean, maybe not like the super best, but he's a very excellent choice. I'm not going to hype him up that much. He's an excellent choice to take with you through the middle of the game here. Strong against everything. He's really going to be, other than Hell, my next solid mainstay pick. And it's all about, it's like I just said earlier, it's all about the fusion system. It can get a little bit complicated in this game. You have so much crossover between the SMT game and the Persona games in this one game. A lot of those mechanics and system that you see in both series and later titles, SMT3, SMT4 Apocalypse, SMT5, they were in this game as well. You know, so I always see look at this one as kind of like a perfect blend of the best parts of both. Let's go ahead and that should be good enough. That's the only thing I really, like I said, the other one we're going to get, it's Naja. They're going to be another really good demon to have. I should have Shaka in my main lineup here. Perfect. Looks good. Don't need anything else. I'm not going to change anything going into the park here other than trying to get Shaka leveled up. That's about it. I put media on Shaka too. You might have noticed I put media on him. That's because a really good way to level up and rank up your demons as well is just throw on a healing spell and switch your party to defense and just keep throwing out those heals until that SP bar is out. Throw up a chewing soul, whatever you got, and just keep the process. That gets your rank up so fast. Alright, let's go ahead here, and we're going to take this party back to the park here, where we originally started here. I'm very excited for this because there's a lot of strong items that we are going to get from the park here. We're going to want to be very specific about the way we go here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the Estoma Special. Looks like it's actually already on, so I don't even need the Estoma Special. I already went outside and I talked to the old man. He was glad to tell me about the talking flowers, and that's going to be huge in navigating through this dungeon, just like we saw with Club Zodiac, talking to the people around in the world. This is another thing. SMT5 just did a playthrough of that. You can check out the playlist on my channel, Jigoku_gaming. Check it out on my YouTube right there. You see in that game a lot of even mechanics in this game right here. A lot of the same skills that carry over. A lot of the same abilities even. And I was just talking about how rumors kind of change the world. You get like a lot of dungeons that change, a lot of items. Let me go ahead here, speaking of dungeons here. And a lot of those remain consistent even in these later titles. So there's definitely this kind of common thread, you know, between whether it's in the SMT series, whether it's in the Persona series. Both of them have these mechanics. I think if you're a fan of both, that there's just so much to enjoy. But I remember walking around, my point being, I wanted to say, I remember walking around, oh, there's a flower right here I need to talk to. I remember walking around the open world in SMT5 and getting quests, and how important it was to be able to talk to people in the open world, talk to these little kind of triangle figures that they also have in them. They have the Turbo Granny, who is also a quest, who we'll also see in this one that kind of comes up in a very similar fashion, because we're going to see somebody talk about a taxi driver, you know, who's got, and they're speeding, and then we'll find them. So we see a lot of these commonalities between even the old and the new. I love it. Okay, so this is the first flower. I can't tell if this is the yellow flower or the... I don't think that's the yellow flower. I'm looking for a yellow flower. Okay. Let's go ahead here and take a look at... Okay. Oh my gosh, I forgot about the fucking grates. So there's environmental traps. There's also an old man over here. He's going to talk about how rumors are true. Be careful of the purple flower. It starts asking you questions and blows poison at you if you can't answer them. Dragons and affinities. What's that all about? Maybe the other flowers know. So we're going to have to get our hippie on, man. We're going to have to talk to some flowers, man. We're going to get that flower power. Alright, let's go ahead here and get our flower power going. With a little bit of a jog up here. We're going to go straight up north. Sometimes it's hard to see some of these. Oh, I done walked myself straight out of the fucking dungeon. That thank you all. I will be here all week. Thank you. Let's go ahead and try that again. I'm gonna go up here and not run out of the dungeon. Can I cross up here anywhere? I don't think I can. I'm gonna run up here. I got a stoma, so I'm not sweating anything. The only thing that we should find around here, I'm a stoma farming as well. I'm kind of double dutying here because I want to get Nausea, who should pop up. It's gonna be. I'm gonna save too because I don't want Nausea to turn the hell up on my party. He's gonna be a tough fight. He's gonna be a real tough one. I think Shax is actually a really good persona for that fight as well. I don't know if I quite have the abilities that I need to get through that fight, so it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be a content moment. That's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and I think this is the flower I need to talk to. Let's go ahead here. Should I go? Maybe I should go back to that blue one. I'm thinking maybe I should have talked to the blue one first. Oh well. We're just gonna keep going down this path. We'll find something here. Maybe I should talk to this green one. Nah, let's go back. I feel like I definitely missed out. Like, I'm so far up here in this dungeon. I'm gonna go back to that blue one. It just doesn't feel like I'm supposed to be in this area quite yet. Okay, turn back here. I'm gonna go back to that blue flower. Let's go around here. Ah, I'm lost! No! I'm stuck in the park. JK, I found an item that was empty. Okay, let's go this way. There we go, now I'm not stuck. I remember there was like a small, narrow passageway I could go through. Okay, here we go. There it is. There we go. Okay, now I'm on the right path. There's the flower. Hello, blue flower. How are you doing, my friend? Good. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna go over here and pick up this white bandana. We can talk. Alright. I'm a blue dragon, born in February. I'm compatible with Navy Blue Dragon, born in June. There are as many dragons as months, so there's 12 of them. Okay, so I talked to the blue one. Let's go ahead here. And... head up here. Let's go ahead and hit that hyper speed button. We're going to hit a stoma. So I'm just going to go through the park here. We're gonna and find the flowers. This is pretty much what the mechanic of this dungeon is. Okay, let me go ahead. I'm gonna go back and talk to that other one now. Now that I've talked to the blue one, go ahead and talk to this other one. Oh no, I don't want to be up here. Ew. Is that other one at? Oh, there it is. I walked right past it, huh? Yellow Green says, I'm a gold dragon, born in May. I'm compatible with a black dragon, born in September. Dragons depend on what month you were born. So we've got June, Got September, gold, blue, June, navy, gold with the black dragon. The other one with the blue and the blue. Okay. Anything over here? Anything over here? Oh, there is. I love how each different area in this has like a box that's specific to that area. Each one's been different. We've had the case. We've had the regular plain boxes. We've had fancy boxes. Now we've had regular plain boxes. Okay. Looks like I'm in a gateway here. I'm going to go ahead and save on that real quick as we make our way through and do this flower puzzle. Haven't seen Nausea yet, but he might pop up here. Go ahead and head back to the north here. Looks like that's going to be the way to go. Go north. Anything? I'm not seeing anything up here. That's a gate. Any flowers over here? That's an MP one. That's a purple flower. Alright, I do see a flower right there. Walk to that one? If there's any other ones over here. I guess that's the one to talk to. I don't see any other ones. I'll make my way through here. Nothing. Yeah, it's gonna be that one. Go ahead and go back to that one. Oh, there's the rest area. That's where we had to go. Oh, there's a red flower. Should I talk to that one? Gate up here. Is there anything else? Oh, here's a flower. Gonna talk to this one. Yeah, that's right. I'm a yellow dragon born in January. I don't care if I'm incompatible with silver dragon born in October. Okay. But my sister, 1 month younger, has good affinity with the silver dragon. Well, I have good affinity with the gold dragon. So there, okay. So we have found the gold dragon. We know that one. The yellow there. Alright, go ahead here. This way. Item over here. Got a muscle drink. Back here. And save. I'm being very cautious because this is usually where nausea encounters happen. And Naja's very, very high level. A lot higher level than I am, at least right now. So it's going to be about the equivalent of fighting a boss. But the good thing is if I beat him, I get his card. So there is that. Looks like we got another flower over here. And here's an orange flower we can talk to. The orange flower here. I am Moon Dragon born in November. That is why I fell in love with White Dragon, who was born in March. Alright. So, we're getting the lowdown on all these flowers. Keeping tab here. See if we can get a little bit more. Oh, I thought it was a fat shaming spot there. Anything over here? Oh, it does look like there's an item over here. Oh, a tech incense. Very nice. Anything else over here? Oh, fat shaming spot. Come on now. Alright, head back here. Doesn't look like there's quite anything I'm seeing underneath or over here. We'll go ahead and head back to the north side of the park here. Anything over here? Not trying to do 100%. Oh, I got a fight here.
I feel sorry for you.
Alright, looks like we got an angel fight here. And there's no talking our way out of this, so we're just going to be getting into the fight here. Go ahead and have Maya change over to Marduk so that they can get this attack off. There we go, we got Mega Blaze here. Alright, so this is going to be a special battle here, it looks like. Perfect. Perfect. We got him. There's gonna be a special battle here. We've seen that before in other games. I got the Spell Burst card. Already got that registered, but I guess good to have another one. Alright, let's go ahead and save. Alright, heading up north here. We got a flower right here we can talk to. Aqua Blue Flower. I was born in July. Thus I am a light dragon. Yeah, a lot of dragon talk here. I have a great affinity with my young sister. Something here. 4 months younger. So what? February? No. April. Huh. Interesting. Back here. That's our fight. Back here. Past this. Head back down. And it looks like I can go down this way. Oh, Istoma ran out. Let's go ahead and Istoma one more time. And that just lets me just have a little more freedom to kind of explore a little bit, find some of these treasure chests. They're around here. Looks like I already got that one. I think we should be good here. Alright, let's go ahead here. And head back down. I'm gonna grab a couple incense here. Oh crap. I gotta save real quick. There's a box right there. Let's go ahead and go around and try to run around and grab that box here. Like I said, there's a ton of items here. We still haven't even got the best stuff yet. No, I got fat shame spot. Oh, here we go. Got the strength incense. And now we're gonna have to go over the trap, I think, to get the other item, it looks like. Well, here we go. Oh no. Oh, there it is. That is right there, one of the best items, hands down, in the game. And probably what's going to be on Maya for the time being. So what that does right there is the mechanical hat prevents criticals, I believe. I had that on pretty much the whole game. Yeah, nullifies critical hits. That is really insanely good. It actually works well with what I already have here. All my other stuff here. So, bada bing, bada boom, we got the mechanical hat. Let's go. We are leveling up. Let's freaking go. Alright, let's continue on this path here. And now that we have that, now remember, we want to look out for the purple flower because it sprays us with poison. Let's do one more stoma. This right here was pretty much the last really big item for me to get in this dungeon. The mechanical hat is going to be so super strong in getting me to the end game boss. Dragons are divided into 4 types, so there are 2 other dragons like you. You're compatible if they're of the same nature. By the way, I'm a red dragon. Ooh. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Oh well, I think we're going to find out what it means here in a second. Let's go ahead and talk to the purple one finally. That's the only one I haven't talked to. I've talked to all the other ones. And if you've been following along to the puzzle and taking notes like I have, we have the answer to the riddle. So hopefully we won't get sprayed, but I'm going to save it just in case I don't have it. Dignified purple flower, you are the 8th person who has spoken to me, but there wasn't one who could answer my question. I shall give you a chance as well. I will give you something nice if you can answer, but if you can't, prepare yourself. Well, at least he's really nice. Nice purple flower. Alright, so yeah, save your game before you talk to this thing. In case you get it wrong, you can just guess, really. A simple question. I am a purple dragon, born in December. Which flower has good affinity with me? Well, if you were paying attention to the affinity in the months in April and July and June, September, December is going to go with... And this is why we wanted to talk to all of them so we get all the options. Because really, if you want a quick one, it's going to be the red one. It is red. Ah, I am surprised. That is correct. So there are those who understand us. Humans are not as bad as I thought. So yep, the affinity to the purple one is going to be red. And this is going to... We just talked about a strong item. Now we're about to get a very rare item needed to craft some of the strongest items. And that's going to be the Akashic Ring. Hey, I remember that Akashic word in SMT5 because you had the Akashic Fist attack, which is one of the strongest attacks right there. So again, we see these threads all the way back in Persona 2. Crazy. So it is worth it to do that puzzle right there, because if you do that flower puzzle in Aoba Park, you get a strong legendary crafting material. Now, the last thing that I could probably do is fight Naja in this park. Hey, good to see you, Inuyasha guy. How you doing? If you remember our quest, though, we're going to the rest area in Aoba Park. So that's pretty much where we're going with this. But I'm kind of wanting to go Naja hunting right now. I'm feeling a little confident, dare I say. I'm feeling like I have the level. Feeling like I'm going to be able to do this. It's good to hear, Inuyasha guy. You joined right at a great time. Just finishing up here on Aoba Park. Man, what a great stream. We've learned so much about just the crazy rumor system, dark themes, and a lot of connection to the Persona 3 games and a lot of the other Persona and SMT games. I don't know about Phantom X though. That might not have quite the connection there. But I'm gonna try. There's a special demon. I just grabbed one special demon. I'm going to try to grab this second special demon while I'm here. And that it's a strong demon. I feel like it spawns in central and north. No, last time I got it, I think it was in north side. So I'm just going to kind of run around here and just kind of do a little bit of commentary. Maybe the soothing sound of my voice will draw out the rare demon here. Or maybe I should start talking smack about its mama. Like, Naja, yo mama is so... smart. No. Alright, Naja, where are you? All jokes aside. And I'm not talking about your mama's big sides. I'm talking about you and me right here, right now. Naja. Come on, Smackdown. Where you at? Oh, he's not showing up. That's not a big deal if he doesn't, because when I come back here, I always like this, the dungeon you come back to twice, like the only dungeon that you come back to twice in this game. If I don't see him now, that's no big deal, because I'll see him when I'm a little more leveled up. His spawn chance is so low. Come on, Naja. I'm calling you out. You're scared, Naja. You're weak. The title of strongest in this park belongs to Maya. She's here to bench press you, bro. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Or did I? Maybe I'm trying to get you out, Naja. Here, let you know that someone's in your park here, and that I'm not crazy and just running around the park making stuff up. That there's not a rare demon in here somewhere. It usually spawns on the north side of the park. Yes. Oh no. So let's go ahead here. I'm actually gonna try the central part of the park as well here. Doesn't look like we've gotten it quite yet here, unfortunately. That's all right. I'll give it a couple of good tries here. We'll try one more time on this north side here. Maybe we'll get a chance for it, because every chance here is a chance for the encounter pop up. We're just getting rid of all the weakling encounters. Notice how nothing here has challenged Maya because she's so strong. Let's go ahead and keep running here over to this side now of the equation. Anything over here? No. Okay. Well, it seems like Naja is in hibernation. I think they might be off training, getting ready for the fight with Maya. Because I'm not quite seeing them yet. Give it one more Stoma here. If we can't get it, then we'll just go ahead and head on to the last part of the park here. We're pretty much at the end of this dungeon here after the flower quest. This is a huge place to pick up items. And a rare demon, if he stops being a bitch. It smells like bitch up in here, Naja. Come on now. Where are you? Give the viewers a show. Why are you so camera shy, my guy? We had Shaka. Shaka loved being on camera. He was like, yo, show my legendary ass. Come on, rare demon. Oh, hold on. I was gonna say, do I have... Yeah, I have my plus 15 item on Maya, right? So she's got a lot of luck right now. Yeah, so her luck is super high up. So hopefully that helps a little bit with this encounter, maybe. If not, oh well. Oh! Oh! Yo! It's Naja! Yo! It's Naja! He heard me talking smack! No! There he is! Naja! Naja! Feel the wrath of my potpourri! My pal Pei. Alright, so this is the rare demon. I told you I wasn't crazy. I knew there was a rare demon around here. He is, oh my gosh, going to be a great collection to my lineup. Unfortunately, he's going to be pretty freaking tough. And I'm going to have to be a bit unconventional here. And he's going to be, if I remember correctly, he's going to be weak to lightning attacks. So we can have Hell. We're going to have Iris. I'm going to jump over here to Shaka. Let's get Balfu to his persona. He needs to be on Hell. Wow. This was so... Oh gosh. I need a second lightning attack, and I don't think I have it. I'm freaking out, guys. I need a second lightning attack, and I don't have it. No! Okay, so plan B. I think I have a lightning strike? Oh gosh, this is gonna be a fun one. So he's weak to lightning. Lightning blast would be good here. I'm wondering... I might just have to lightning and I wonder if I can lightning attack, like a lightning and like a strike attack or something like that. All right, let's try this out. I think I gotta. I guess it'd be mighty swing, wouldn't it? Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. I don't have, unfortunately, the move I thought I did, but that's not gonna hold me back here. I thought for sure Hell had a lightning attack, but she doesn't. So we're gonna have to change up a little bit. Ulala will come in. Actually, let's go ahead here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you on Jack-o'-lantern. Can Maya use Iris? Yes, she can. Perfect, because Maya has the most tech. She has the most magic attack. And just like, you know, this Persona combat system, you're going to want to try to exploit the elemental weaknesses. It's very turn-based Persona style. So we're going to do a little bit of that. We're going to do a little bit of fusion magic and see where that takes us. Go ahead, I'm gonna put Maya up top here just so I can lead off here with a good, see what kind of attack we can do here fusion spell wise. So we should be able to do quite a large number here. Water, fire, earth. That's probably going to be my go-to right there. So we'll have water, fire, and earth. Actually, I don't. Who has water? Oh yeah, hell boy. Well then, who has earth? That actually doesn't work as well as I thought it did, because I don't have an extra earth attack. Okay, well then. Might have to do another one. Let's have Katsu off and put him back on Marduk. Shaka would be really good for him because Shaka also. Actually, yeah, let's put him back on Shaka. Shaka just has that nullify all. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put you on healing duty for a little bit, Katsuya. I know it's not your preferred thing to do, but what we're gonna have to do for the time being here, we're gonna have to just whittle this mofo down. Oh yeah, okay. Let's see how much this does. Oh yeah, we got this. We got this. And we just got the status effect on him. That's a good sign right there. I could probably honestly just let Maya solo this. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna let Maya solo this. And cast some heals were needed. Alright, sounds good. I think that's a good plan, great plan. Like I said, this is usually a pretty tough battle. I'm level 26 right here, so you want to stay on top of your health. It's not undoable, but if you have some spells that are like fusion spells, again, remember fusion spells are so strong on this the fusion system, the fusion magic. It helps keep your team strong, keep you doing good damage. So you want that at all points. I'm just gonna let Maya solo old boy here, though. I think he's about had it. Let's go ahead here. And see if we can finish him off. Same thing here. I'm just gonna do a double firestorm kind of attack right here. Maya might actually finish him off, honestly. Yeah, I think Maya's gonna finish him off. Boom. That was easy. That was freaking easy peasy. I'm out here talking about how crazy it's gonna be, but look at that. We got the Palpay, we got the summon, we got the Naja summon. Let's go. That's exactly what I want. That's the last thing. Now all check marks on the Alba Park. Wow. Absolutely wild. We have really got some rare stuff on today's stream. I mean, rare summoning materials, rare crafting materials, rare drops. Keep it coming. I'm right here on the north side of the park here too, by the way. Right there on the north side of the park. So really good location to find Naja. Kind of like a stomping grounds. This is going to be where we want to go, though, for the main story. So let's go ahead here. We're back onto the main story train. All aboard the story train. We're going straight into it. Let's go ahead and pop into the rest area to find our informant, who's going to tell us a little bit more about who's going to be joining our party. Oh, there's the informant. And it looks like... Now, this is definitely going to be some meta knowledge, but it is definitely the police chief Todagawa, or Tokugawa, I believe his name was. So, there's no time, just listen, I cannot reveal my identity now. So, he's a mole working, he's double-crossing the police. Okay, so, he's double-crossing the double-crossers. So, the bad, shady policemen who are working against the good of the people and the organizations that are working for evil. He is playing the mole and informant on the bad guys within the organization. So like I said, kind of like double-crossing the double-crossers. And as you see it right now, the police and the mafia are essentially being controlled by Tatsuzo's organization. Corrupt, shady organizations. Already said it at the beginning of this stream here. A lot of ties to dark conspiracies involving powerful individuals, and how they're using these Joker rumors to spread mayhem for an ultimate bigger goal. Oh, and they also have ties to the media and giant companies and roots of the New World Order spread around them. So, oh gosh, the New World Order, you say. What is their objective? What is Tatsuzo planning? That's some pretty big stuff right there. You're talking about the New World Order. Obviously, you're skeptical, but I gave you all that I know. I wonder if this guy's being played by a rumor, too. If you don't talk, then we'll just bust into the station to corner Shimazu and Togashi. No, you alone are not capable of that. They are above the law. If you move now, you'll end up like your father. Oh, huge drop right there. What? You know my father? He was a good man. They are still taking you lightly. I want you to find hard evidence of a conspiracy and exploit Tatsuzo. Not all the police and government are in his hands. There are people other than you who are investigating the organization. So he's, like I said, he's the mole on the inside. He's the good guy, playing the bad guy, but is actually the good guy. Currently, I am the only one who knows this. Conspire with them and trade information here. There are photographs of them. So, I'm glad to see Tokugawa working for the good guys. I knew he was a good guy. Of course I knew he was a good guy. How did you know my father? And he's gone. Just like that. And we see definitely some pictures. Looks like Joker and his crew. And he's been taking some stuff. Reminds me of this anime called Speed Grapher, where nearly all the rich and elite are members of a secret fetish club. It also had some Eternal Punishment Seiyu's voice in it. Yeah. he signed up like, yeah, I've done this one before. Let's do it. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out there. Speed Grapher. That's exactly what pretty much we got going on here. Connections to a lot of, I mean, you've heard this story. This story's taken like, I feel like this is the quintessential Persona story, pretty much. I mean, even all the way back in Persona 2, they were doing this. You always have the dark, shady organizations, then it somehow does this hard side turn and we're fighting gods, or we're fighting God itself, you know, or a goddess. So, that formula, you got it right here as well. Persona had already perfected this formula way back in the 2000s, 1990s. Okay, I got it. Just spread a rumor. So let's go to Kozunoha. So we're going to the agency here. And that's going to be the brunt out of Aoba Park right there. And I'm really excited because I got everything I wanted right there. And now we're going to have... Now we're going to have a very, very important decision, because I believe, Doodlebug, you were talking about the routes and which route to take. The game is going to kick into like 9th gear all of a sudden. It's going to feel like we haven't been doing much. Yeah, we went to Alba. Yeah, we went to this other one. But I believe now we're getting up to the point where I'm going to have to decide the pathing, the branch. So this game has branching story. It has... I kind of want to say it has multiple endings. Follow along. Like, your choices are going to matter more than you might think here. I'll try to explain it to keep things on track, but feel free to let me know. Like I said, if you want to see some alternate endings later. Because... this is where our routes are going to kind of converge right here with what our decision is between Nanjo's route and whatever her name is, Ellie. Now, I believe I did Ellie on my first playthrough, and if you'll see my save screen right here, I have Ellie right in the top right corner, so I would be going to... So depending on what dungeon, or depending on what decision I make next is going to be the dungeon we end up at. First saw Speed Graph on the IFC channel years ago. I had an English dub with Chris. I love Chris Sabat as Saiga, Monica Rail as Kagura, and the late Chris Aries as... Wow, good lineup right there. I'm definitely gonna have to check that one out. I've been looking for some new stuff to watch. I've been doing so many reruns. Been doing a new anime to watch. And like I said, I'm a huge sucker for who's who in the voice acting. Like, oh, they were over here in this game. Now but they actually really got their series or their start doing a lot of like cartoons or a lot of animes, and then they kind of crossed over and did all this other stuff. So I love doing like who's who of that kind of stuff. Jim Cummings, stuff like that, legendary. So right here, I'm probably gonna make a backup save. This is where I would also, if you're going to be this far into the game here, this is going to be a good spot to save. Because we're going to have, like I said, we're going to have pretty much a split in the story here. So I'm going to double save, actually. I'm going to go ahead and double save this. I'm going to save it once here. I'm going to go to my backup memory card right here, and I'm going to save it right there. Geographer was actually the first time Sabat and Royal co-voiced together in something. They have pretty strong vocal chemistry, Saiga and Kagura. Oh, that sounds really good. I'm really hyped to see that one. Especially, it sounds like it's like pretty fast-paced. I like a good fast-paced anime. Okay, so let's go ahead here. And I've already saved it. There's a lot to do right now. We're gonna have to go to let's go ahead here and go to goes it up. I want to make sure I'm not going to pick the wrong thing here, so we're going to be good. We're going to get a cutscene. We're going to get a couple cutscenes. I can't quite do things yet until we get these cutscenes out of the way. And this is pretty much where a lot of stuff is going to open up. And it's probably going to get to the point where I'm like, this is probably going to be the last thing that we do for... Oh, do be warned, it's pretty M-rated, especially from the first episodes. You pick man instead of woman. Yeah, I want to make sure I got my man here. Gotta make sure I got my man. My man Nanjo. So this is going to be really... We're going to have so much open up. I'm like overwhelmed right now. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just crushed under the weight of how many rumors we're about to get. And you already know rumors especially affect the game world because there's this whole powerful system in this game about the rumors. I'm about to get a whole lot of rumors appearing. Okay, here we go. Master Ulala is going to give her plan. Here we go. Allah's like, I got it all planned out. A man or woman who has key information to this case will appear at Parabellum. That is going to be the indicator right there. Ulala has the master plan. Master Planner Ulala on the case right here. So if the two actually do show up, we have a picture of them, you know. This is where, if you want to... I would save even before coming into the agency right here. That's why I save so many times. Because this is going to be critical in the ending that you get and where you're going to go next in the story. Fool, that will stand out like crazy. Like Amano said, the media's going to jump all over it. And I suppose you've got a better idea. That's what I thought, you long-haired freak. So what do you think, Maya? Oh yeah, and we're also, I believe, going to get new items at Parabellum. Rose Candida might have some. I don't know if Toa has any, but we might also get some stuff at the new continent in the CD place as well. Okay, so on this one, I think there is a difference depending on what you say here. Let's say that would work. How do you plan about going on this? Have you been listening to anything I've been saying? Maya, you know what to do. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Tammy real quick. She's going to say, good job. So what do you want to do today? I'm going to fill out a form. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to talk to her, though, real quick. Tammy says, I've seen these two before. Or maybe not. So, a little bit of a flashback, or kind of like a throwback cameo there to Persona 2 Innocent Sin, and Tammy having this kind of deja vu moment like she saw the cast from the first game, like she's seen them before. So that's a nice little nod to the first game, right? Yeah, Innocent Sin, part of this duology right here. And we're really about to pick up in the duology department here. So let's go ahead, slot 1. Let's go ahead and save it real quick. Yeah, pretty much from here on out, we are burning right through it. This is where it's really going to pick up. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him. Once I talk to him and we get the Parabellum scene, I'll release the floodgates. Alright, here we go. Chief Todoroki, I'll spread the rumor of the girl and the guy separately. Think about which one you want to beat. Okay, so when I talk about the rumor system in this game, remember I even said it's such an elaborate rumor system on this game. Remember, like, it's like that, right? You walk under the ladder and you get the bad luck. You know, it's that kind of stuff turned up to 11 right there on the rumor system. Power of rumors being real. If enough people believe in something, it's going to become true. That's the world that we have going on here. And it's going to affect everything from how the gameplay and story evolves to how battles do. How we're about to even use this power to shape our own reality right here. And that is going to manifest us the second storyline that I could have in here. So the individual at Parabellum, if you pick man, huge spoiler alert right here. I hate doing spoilers, so I'm going to do a huge spoiler alert right here. If you don't want to hear this, skip ahead in the video. If you want to hear this, here we go, right now. Last chance. So, the individual that's going to be a man is going to be Nanjo, and he is going to be somebody who is a blast from the past, and you will meet him at Parabellum, and that's going to take us somewhere else. Last time I did the girl who is Ellie. That is why I have Ellie up there in my save icon portrait. So I will be doing Nanjo's route for this stream today. Again, I will be doing Nanjo's route. So we're going to say that individual is allegedly a man. Thank you again, Doodlebug, for make double ass sure we are getting this one. Anything else? No, that's going to be it for now, because, like I said, we're going to go over to Parabellum, and we're going to meet this individual, and then it's going to open up everything. We're going to get our 5th member of the party. This is a good time, too. I've already done it, but if you have the 100,000 already saved up, just go ahead, throw it into the cat. You can check it out. I'm going to have that video up on my YouTube channel later, and you'll get the special rumor monger Nico Mata, who's actually going to have some new rumors for us by the time I get back here after our Parabellum trip. So let's go ahead and meet our new contact at Parabellum. And here we go. Looks like we're getting a cutscene right here. We're at Parabellum here to meet our contact, see if Ulala's master plan will work. That's the media for you, just like Maya said. They've got ears everywhere. Looks like Balfu's drinking some sort of maybe a whiskey. Looks like it has like a whiskey drinking glass. I'm gonna think he's having like a bourbon or a scotch, maybe a whiskey. Looks like Ulala has a orange drink. Now remember, this persona, everybody is adults, so of course they can enjoy adult beverage here. She's maybe having a orange Grand Marnier slushy. And Balfu smoke. This is so 90s because Balfu's smoking a cigarette indoors. That is definitely some context for its time, for sure. I have not seen someone smoke indoors in a very long time. So if you want a look back into 2000s and 90s media, that right there is definitely. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Parabellum too, because I love the light. I love the lamps in Parabellum here. It almost has like that green banker's lamp kind of look going on right there. So here we go. We are going to see Ulala and Balfu having a conversation here. She's going to say, "You know what to do, right?" And if you look back there in the back, there's Maya's work group. You actually have her boss right there and a couple of her co-workers sitting around the table. I'm trying to think if one of those co-workers is one of the people that the man searcher sent me to find, but we will find that later because I have that active on my quest list here. Alright, let's talk about life, what to do with it. I thought I'd figure it out when I became an adult, but reality is harsh. I just got more confused. Hey, fucking men, Ulala. That is so relatable, even in 2026. Balfu, why are you telling me this? Balfu. Cold Balfu. Cold as ice. I don't know. It's just that you seem to have a purpose. I was just wondering what kind of life you've lived. Alright, so they pass there, and then this is going to be a part of the new spot right here that we're going to see, I believe. Yeah, Ulala is such a timeless character. Ulala is one of my favorite side characters in the whole story, or like main story part. She's just so relatable and real. She really is. She shows a lot of character growth and development, even from the time, you know, she actually put a Joker curse on Maya because she was jealous of her. I'm like, oh my gosh. But we still forgave her, and through that forgiveness, this theme of forgiveness in the game, we're gonna, like, ended up getting Maya Custom, so, or Maya Prime. I've heard it called both. I think it's Maya Custom in this game. I'll just call it that, just keep it straight there. But yeah, Ulala is great. Now, I don't think this really has a thing right here. No need for a social link for Ulala. No, not at all. Ulala's based. She's based at AF. What's so funny? I love this like interplay between Katsuya and Maya that we get right here. This is where we really start to see Katsuya and Maya opening up here, and they get a really special kind of relationship. I feel like out of everybody in the whole group, the strongest bond is between Maya and Katsuya. Maybe that's just my own headcanon. Love to see here in some of those headcanons and some of your own guys', but I really feel like a good affinity between Katsuya and Maya, and we're always gonna we're gonna get this a little bit right here, and Katsuya is gonna open up. Unlike Balfu, who's like really just cold as ice, like a stone wall, he just doesn't open up. Katsuya is actually gonna show a little bit of the softer side here. Do you get tired of who you are? Yeah, we're going to get it right here. Like I said, this game right here is so heavy. They would never... Okay, Doodlebuck says, Atlus would cave in and add social links for Persona 2 remakes. You already know they would. They would make this so modern. They couldn't even tell this story in a modern context. They would have to... I've been playing Hitman, so for a little bit of background here, I'm going to kind of go through the story here, but we're going to see Katsuya being a little sensitive here. So, Two thoughts here, because we're going to get like this really good thing of fate and identity here. This game, I'll tie it into what I was going to say. They would absolutely add social links. They would have to cut out some stuff. I was just playing Hitman, codename 47. Very first game, right when the series started off, released pretty much at the same time this game was released. I want to say both of these games were released in the 2000s, just for a little historical context. By the time they made Hitman Contracts, they ended up cutting out some of the harder missions and some of the more graphic kind of stuff that was in there from the first game. And I always kind of think, I'm like, if they definitely did a remake for Persona 2, they would cut out some of the things just because they wouldn't want the blowback that they would get on Twitter in the Twitterverse and social media for some of those decisions. So yes, they would absolutely add social links. Yes, they would absolutely cut out. I think they would cut out Sky Museum, or they would change the age of the students maybe more to high schoolers or older. They wouldn't be school age children that are like K through 3 as they are in the game here. So definitely a lot of changes like that. They could not tell this story in a modern context. Literally, Joker, Noriko, or whatever her name, literally setting off the Joker murders at the high school, killing her own classmates just because she was on a revenge spree, like unleashing the rampage for revenge over Anne, absolutely getting changed. I'd be surprised if Atlus maybe I'd be wrong. I usually tend to think the best for Atlus, but I could see them not wanting certain blowback for certain things, and I don't. But it's the same thing they did with the remake between the PSP version and the PS2 version, or the PS1 version. So I think we'd get some things as well as that. A couple more changes. There's our boy right there. Let's go ahead and continue with the story here. But you get right there. What I love about this is this game has so many. It's such a dark story. You thought Persona 3 had a dark story. This game goes pretty deep. I mean, you get some really heavy themes. Fate. We just talked about identity right there. We had a great line with Ulala right there. Just such a timeless character talking about, when I was a kid, by the time I thought I was going to be an adult, we were going to have it all figured out. But by the time I became an adult, now I'm just even more confused. Talking about, and how did you get it all figured out about Fu? And then, bam, we got that whole conversation line with Katsu, and I wish I would have keyed in on a little bit of it instead of going on a tangent, but I could basically wrap up that whole section right there by just saying one word, that's identity, because there's so much in the consequences of beliefs, changing it and challenging what you think you know. But anyways, How I Choose to Live has nothing... We're going to get this back to Ulala and Balfu right here. They're going to get a little bit of a conversation. How I Choose to Live has nothing to do with... If you want sympathy, ask someone else. Go ahead and snooze that. Yeah, there's Mizuno. I told you, there's Maya's work group right there. Where is that good-for-nothing little... She's not going after the scoop! Oh no, not the scoop. Damn, they're quick. The Karen that made Yukino irrelevant. Literally. I just cannot stand her ball. I cannot stand Mizuno. She's they wrote her so well that I cannot stand her. She's the perfect heel. Yeah, you think you're so smart? Well, mister, you've got another thing coming. You got another thing coming, bro. You got another thing coming. Alright, let's go. Ooh la la. Well, you can just keep your damn secrets. You know the whole world doesn't revolve around you. Oh, they're making a scene. I feel like Ulala's been waiting to do this. Balfu's like, what the fuck? Those are... Wait, that's an actual word? Those are... Oh my gosh, I learned something today. Those are some mad acting skills you got. Oh, okay then. Literally, Balfu. It's so 90s. You never see that anymore. Is that still a thing in Japan? You don't see that in the US. No one... Smoking... Smoking indoors? Nah. Never in today's age. You're too damn needy. That's why men always run away from you, you cross-dressing bitch. Oh my gosh. I'm going to voice act this, but we're going to get some pretty profound language here. So let's go. What? What did you just say? Oh, Lala's based. Damn, girl, watch that shit. Are you still drunk? Oh, no. She said, I see how it is. I guess you want some more, huh? Modern fans would freak out from that line. Cancel. Balfu would be canceled. Balfu's so many of my favorite characters come from this game. I didn't mean for it to happen like that. There's just so like the whole support cast of Persona 2 is just grade A material. The writing, so well done, and that's missing from so much media these days. Is these that's pretty general here, but a lot of like writing, especially like a modern Disney writing. I'm gonna throw Disney under the bus here. They write these characters, and you just don't feel as attached to them. Like it's kind of like one and done. These characters just are timeless. There's just so much good dialogue. There's so much good writing. So many good like interactions between them. It just brings them to another level. And I love it. Oh no, Balfu's getting beat the hell up. He's getting combo. That's that Street Fighter 2 fucking. That's that Street Fighter 2 E Honda smack combo right there. Oh my gosh. There's an anime called Arms. Oh, I have no. Whose dub got away with some pretty unhinged ad libs that wouldn't fly today. Hayao, voice actor by Drummond, would also get canceled. Yeah, a lot. I just canceled. You could definitely tell. I feel like 2017 there was just a big. 2015 maybe just a big change. So much media shifted right there. You would not get away with a lot of this writing anymore. Modern Persona fans would be floored. They would be in the Twitterverse out there typing like, "How dare you call?" They called her a what? They threw the B word out. Oh my gosh! And then they were hitting on Balfu, and they were getting physical. And Balfu smoking cigarettes. Doesn't he know he's giving everyone secondhand smoke and lung cancer? And it's like, okay, whatever. Balfu literally gives no fucks. He's so based. Balfu just could not even exist in 2026. He's too based for 2026. I'm just thinking they would do the Sanji thing with him. They'd have to give him the lollipop. They'd give him the 4Kids treatment. Discotheque recently did Blu-ray release of the anime Project Arms. No luck for the manga outside the fish. Oh, hate that. A lot, yeah. Even what was it? Oh gosh. Oh, hold on here. We're gonna get some important dialogue here. But yeah, they would have to modernize. If they were to do a remake of this say they do, so they're going to do the Persona 4 remake. We already know that. They do the Persona 2 remake. They're definitely going to modernize the dialogue. They're going to probably Conquer's Bad Fur Day it. Definitely for scenes like that. Maybe even take out some of those scenes. I believe even closer to home. Hold on here. Even closer to home. I haven't played it completely now. But if my memory serves me correct, I believe Persona 3 Reload even had a couple of overhauls to kind of more modernize it with those sensibilities and altering some of the more offensive localized dialogue, or maybe that dialogue that was localized and made it more kind of like standard, and adjusted some of those interactions. So here we're going to get Nate. He's going to be the 5th member. Project Arms anime is very flawed adaptation of its manga, but the dub for the show makes it worthy to watch. I'll have to check that out. I've seen Arms before. I watched like one episode of it, maybe 2. I was late night viewing. It ended up falling asleep to it, but it's on my list, my backlist here. So I have to check that one out. Drop those in chat. Always looking for new stuff to check out. So, here's our 2 new characters that are really going to make a difference here. We're going to be inside of this agency here. This guy's like this really rich, affluent individual, so we're kind of in their lair here. Just like Nate, she was awakened by a past incident here, so she is Persona. She's a Persona user. Big fan of the occult, works as a model. It's a slow burn early on. Yeah, that's what it was. It was that slow burn. It put me right to sleep, those slow burns do. So why were you guys investigating the New World Order? Hulk Hogan comes out with Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Freaking playing the air guitar, everything goes in black and white. Talk about the NWO. Oh wait, no, that might be a little too esoteric of a mention right there. Do you know a guy named Guy Shinjo? Just the name. He's Tatsuyo's secretary, but his work history, his details come up a blink. He's like a shadow. Balfu knows about shadows. He is a shadow, a bit of a shadow himself. This man literally lives in the shadow realm. The truth is, so this is going to be Nate. Like I said, this is going to be the guy we're going to be picking up, and he's going to be the second part of our our last member here, and the rounding out our merry group of misfits here. And the truth is that Shinjo might actually be Hito Kandori. It's a rumor circulating around political arenas. Well, you heard that? That's a rumor, right? Well, we already know that's mainly the bad guys using their rumor powers in the media to further their objective here, which is going to be this New World Order takeover, power grab. Kandori, aka Guido Sarandini, the president of the Civic Corp, wasn't he responsible for that accident in Lunar Vale? Isn't he dead? That's what we thought 4 years ago. He planned to destroy the world until he stopped him. While chasing the shadows of a dead man who arrived at Tatsuya. Oh, huh. So Balfu and Nate are voiced by Paul Mercier, aka Bear from Dot Hack Sign, and Leon in the OG Resident Evil 4. Yo, what? You're telling me Balfu is Leon? Same one in Resident Evil 9, the newest one as well, right? Or they get a new Leon voice actor for that? I don't know if Paul Mercier, I thought he did in Requiem as well too, but I could be wrong there. But no, that is crazy. Oh no, he's he was the merchant, not 9. Yeah, okay, so yeah, he was in 9. Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't know that. That is, I knew I had an affinity with Balfu. In the remake of RE4, they used his RE2 remake via Nick Apostoli. Okay. I would say, yeah, they sound different in the remake. They must have used, because I haven't played RE9 yet. That's still on my, list of games to play. I'll say my backlog here. But I believe, from what I've seen, it's going to be pretty good here. Can't wait to get into that one. But anyways, that's very cool. I'm not going to do him nearly the amount of voice. I try to voice him, but I'm not going to do nearly the amount, so a lot to live up to on that one. So I think Nick but I think Nick's also the one in the new one. Then if he did the remake Resident Evil 4, he probably did the new game as well. I see. There's nothing as inviolable as another person's good fortune, but why? Now, I just saying, where's everybody going? Bingo. That's all I could hear him say. Alfie just said that. Where's everybody going? Bingo. The kidnapped Jokers were supposedly taken to a nearby science laboratory. Shinjo goes in and out of there often. I got a hold of Wang Long. So Wang Long Chizuru, she's going to be the evil, working for the NWO, the evil fortune teller. She's going to be filming a show on TV. So our group's going to split up here, and this is where the split in the actual route's going to take place. So Ellen's going to go to the TV station, that's Sumeru TV. Now, if you choose the Ellen route, that is where your dungeon will be, is going to be Sumeru TV. But instead, ours is going to be somewhere else. And we're going to get Manly Man Matsuoka. I must warn you, what Master Nate is doing has nothing to do with Nanjo. Remember this. With a built body and a mean glare, he's Nate's rather rude bodyguard. Of course, you will not speak of Master Nate's actions. If you do, you'll regret it. Do not forget that. Alright, so we have to keep it on the DL. And we have so much that has just opened up to us at this point. We're going to have like a whole new area. We just got the 5th member of our party. There's Nate right there. I think Matsuoka reminds me of Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening for some reason. He just got that butler. Oh, it's the jawline. He just got that chiseled butler aura. Alright, well, everybody. Am I going to get the picture? No, I don't think we get the picture yet. Do we get the picture? No, we don't get the picture yet. That's after we beat the game. Well, I just got Nate. So this is going to basically open up everything. We're gonna get a lot opening. We're gonna get the map maker. We're gonna go to the sewer there. He talks about the sewage plant. I don't think anybody here is gonna have any rumors for us. Everybody in the party is just gonna be talking the usual stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and head out. This is actually going to be, the more interesting part of this is actually the new area that I've unlocked, and that's going to be Narumi over here. And what's cool about Narumi is Balfu's Lair's over here. No, that's not what's cool about it. What's cool about Narumi is there is a ton of rumors around here. I'm trying to remember, where's Ebony? There was a place called Ebony, but I don't know if I've unlocked it or not. Okay, let's go ahead here. Now that we have Narumi. And we should have a bunch of rumors that have now unlocked in the actual game itself. I'm trying to think in particular which ones I want to spread first. There's one that has a random effect as well. Go ahead. I'm going to go to Parabellum here because there should be some new items here. They got all types of new weapons here. Honestly, pretty good for strength users. My Balfu's kind of going to be a strength user. He's not going to be a super strength user. But we're also going to get new armors at Rose Candida. Go ahead and head over there real quick. So, now Rose Candida, I didn't use the rumor to get Toa to get me any stronger armor, so Rose Candida is pretty much my place to go for upgrades on armors. Let's see what they got in their inventory now. Like I said, there's going to be... Oh yeah, look at that. They got a new helmet, which is going to... I'm just going to buy one for everybody. Other than Maya, because she has the mechanical helmet, and that's probably going to be what she wears the entire game. I keep forgetting that you can just do like multi-buy. Let's go ahead and buy as well 2, 3, 4 of these, as well as 4 protector boots. Woo! We are getting up there in price. That's alright, this is actually good stuff here. Fun trivia, Nunjane is the only EP party member who doesn't have a worse affinity within an Arcana, but has bad affinity with Empress, Death, and Star. He also has the lowest best affinities with Hierophant, Emperor, Fool, Sword, and Cup. That is a very fun fact. Now, so he can basically like just use anything then. But probably if I wanted to level him up, it'd be good to throw like one of those off ones like Empress, Death, or Star onto him. Those would be like his off stat builds. Okay, so I got new armor right there. Go ahead and do that investment. Not too bad right there. I'm just going to go ahead and save it. We can also talk to there's a lot of places we can go here. There's so many places. Man, there's so many places we can go here. I also probably just spent money. I feel like I just spent money. I feel like I just messed up something. I feel like I just messed up something pretty good. I just spent a lot of money, which isn't too bad of a deal. But I feel like there's also going... I think I'm at the point where I could be getting more powerful armor, so I might have just bought armor at a premium price there for my group. And I'm literally going to turn around and get a rumor to get better armor and double buy armor. So as I wallow in the sadness of buying all this armor here, I think this is actually going to be a good place to settle down for tonight's stream. Man, I'm just at such a crossroads right here because we are going to have rumors open up at every single level, every single precipice of this. We've been battling out through over some wild rumors already. Can't wait to see where the story is going to take us next. We love deep RPGs with a strong story, stuff you wouldn't even really get into today. They'd have to modernize it. They'd be turning the dialogue just like they did with the Persona 3 remake there in 24. They'd be changing some things up. This one is truly a gem. If you love a strong story, if you love tactical combat, don't forget to hit that follow button. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you've already been following this far, and as well, you might as well hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. Keep up with all the latest. If you've seen the videos like this, so you can keep up with more of them and see more Persona 2 in action next time. Let's see what kind of crazy rumors we can get true next time. With that being said, thank you all so much. Love to hear those stories. Drop those in the comments below if you've beaten this game. Tell me about those stories, about some of those playthrough. What were some of those moments? Maybe you have a Persona favorite game. Maybe Persona 2 might be one of your favorites. I love to hear some of those favorite games there too. Drop those in the comments below. Nanjo has a good affinity with Magician, Chariot, Strength, Justice, World, Rod, and Coin, and Natural with the rest. That's a good educational fact to end off on right here. So thank you all so much. We'll see you next time. See what kind of crazy rumors we can make true. Take care, everybody. Wish you strength and emotional, physical, spiritual, as well as emotional well-being. May you all have roof over your head and love with you at all times. So see ya.